Thanks for looking after things, Keen, but I'm back now.
Pigs, yeah, rack off.
Now, if you were wet.
All right. Let's not lie to each other. We both know that you've been trying to get Keen out of here for a very long time. However, this time I happen to agree with you. She's nothing but trouble. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she was behind the Higgins murder, so let's get her out of here once and for all.
If you say so, Governor.
I'll arrange the transfer tomorrow. But right now I've had enough for one day.
Oh, my God, Governor!
Well, if you've got any bed bugs, they won't be biting tonight. Got to look after me girls. About time that place was sprayed.
Oh, would it be true? Ozzy! You're off to Blackmore in the morning. But that's not the end. Your troubles are just starting. You see, I've got some very good friends at Blackmore, and I know they're going to make you feel real welcome.
Yeah, well, I'm not finished yet, bitch. You listen, freak. I'll be back.
Well, that ought to slow the little buggers down a bit. It's good stuff, that. One squirt, they run around a couple of circles and they're dead.
Pity to waste it on the cockroaches. Should try it on some of the two-legged insects around this place.
Nah, I got better ways of laying them out. I mean, a good thump in the gut will do it every time.
Oh, what's got into you tonight?
What do you mean?
Well, something's put you in a good mood. Any other time you just sit around and grunt. It's the only thing I like about doing night shift with you. I don't have to sit and listen to you talk.
Dan's only trying to make conversation.
Don't suppose you've heard about the governor yet?
Oh, we're talking again, are we?
Ah, suit yourself. Find out from someone else.
Find out what?
She collapsed. The doctor's putting her into hospital.
Yeah, I could see that coming. Pretty bloody stupid coming back to work that early anyway. If you ask me, she's not up to that job at the best of times.
Suppose I better phone Barry and tell her she's acting governor again. No doubt she'll be thrilled seeing she coped so well last time.
Well, she can rely on my full support, same as before.
Listen, you can play those games with Barry if you like. But when she turns this down, as I'm sure she will, don't expect to try it with me.
Counting our chickens a bit, aren't we? Who says you're next in line?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I suppose first thing I better do is ring Barry and let her know what's happening. Something as important as this, she'd want to know all about it. Let me see. A 7-letter word for a highly scented fruit.
Proctor.
God, that was the last thing I needed. I don't think I've ever heard Joyce that worked up over anything.
Well, abortion's an emotional issue. Still, I know what you mean. She did seem to overreact.
Oh, I don't know. I wish I could be certain what to do. Everyone else seems to be.
Of course they are. It's easy when you're not the one who has to live with it.
And that's what I'll have to do, isn't it? Live with it.
What are we having here? Second thoughts, eh?
No, I've made my decision. I just wish I had more conviction.
Well, at the risk of being in the know-all category, I think you're doing the right thing.
At least you said think. It's a nice change to hear someone else admit that they're not quite sure.
No. That's force of habit. Call it professional caution. I'm sure you're doing the right thing.
I don't want to go back to the hospital to have it done. I'll go down to the clinic tomorrow. Don't suppose you could come with me?
Of course.
Hello? Well, Joan, she left here about 20 minutes ago. Why, is there anything wrong?
Oh, what's keeping them so long?
Search, mate. Told you. They've chickened. Well, they're going to have to pay up. You all are. And I'm not hanging around any longer. So give me money.
Shut up, Kelly! But how to tell who wins? One runs this way, one runs that way.
Doesn't matter. Look, I'll show you.
You'll never guess what's
About bloody time. Where's your fat friend?
She's saving Ozzy, that's where. What? Bloody Murphy sprayed the place. He seems all right, but geez, I don't know. We'll have to put the race off until he is.
No way. If he can't race, you've done your dough. Now pay up.
Is that all you can think of at a time like this? Ozzy could have died.
Tough. Now pay up.
Just like you, isn't it? I suppose you put Chuckles up to it, did you?
Yeah, put a sock in it, Kelly. How long before he can race?
I don't know.
I win fair and square. Now give me money.
You can't have won if there was no race, Lou.
You wouldn't want to collect because of something a screw did, would you?
Father would have won anyway.
Well, in that case, you won't mind waiting until tomorrow night. Everyone happy with tomorrow night?
Yeah!
Bloody hell.
Just been peeling the veggies. Wasn't sure how long you'd be.
Yeah, all right.
What are you doing?
I'm just tidying up a bit, that's all.
You've just come home, love. Sit down for a minute and I'll get you a cuppa.
Oh, Norm, will you stop treating me like a child?
What's the matter with you, Joyce?
It's nothing the matter. I'm just a bit upset, that's all.
A bit
Be all
upset.
right.
Something happened at work?
No, it's nothing to do with work. It's Meg.
Meg,
Will you stop repeating everything I say, Norm?
I'm only trying to work out what you're arguing about.
Oh, we're not arguing, darling. I'm sorry. We're not arguing at all.
Now tell me what's up.
Well, I found out today that Meg's having a baby.
Well, that's not too terrible, is it?
Well, that's just it. She's not having it. She's decided to get rid of it.
I see. It's a shame.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't understand. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
All right, then. Oh, there was a call from work just before you got home. Mrs. Reynolds been taken ill. They want you as acting governor again.
They don't. Well, they'll have to get someone else because I'm not going to be doing it.
Do you have any choice?
I'd better have. Unless they want me to resign, I am not doing that job again.
How is he?
Well, he's still a bit crook. Rabbit's going to sit with him.
Too bloody right.
Is he all tucked up nice and warm in his little bed?
Yes, Pixie.
All bets for tonight still stand. I don't care if his bloody legs fall off. If he's not here to race tomorrow night, I collect.
He'll be here, all right?
Expecting someone, Mitchell?
No, Miss Ferguson.
He'll be here.
We were talking about scripture lessons, Miss Ferguson.
Don't, Mason. I'm not in the mood.
Oh, we were, truly. Now, Lou Kelly said she didn't believe in the second coming, and Bobby said that
All right, get to yourselves. What's this?
Oh, we're just having a little party, Miss Ferguson. I thought you got an invitation. Pixie, I told you to send Miss Ferguson...
You're lucky I didn't hear about it, Desmond. I'd have given you a party.
Oh, I think you would have enjoyed this one. We were celebrating getting rid of Keane.
All right, get moving.
I'll start another letter to my sister, Jude.
Yeah, I'll be happy. And I still say he'll be here. There's heathens all around us, Miss Ferguson.
Out.
I'm really worried about your meals trial. Do you think we should get someone to talk to her about it?
Well, I suppose we'd better.
Want to talk to you?
No one talks to me unless they ask properly.
We could do each other some good. With Keane gone, someone's got to run the business end of things.
And who did you have in mind?
Well, I'm the obvious one. Same deals you had with her.
You're a joke, Kelly. You got no money, no contacts, and no brains. Keane was bad enough, but at least she had some brains.
Oh, yeah? What did she ever do that was so smart?
Oh, just now and then she'd have a real good idea. And get to your cell. Mr. Murphy will be around for lockup.
But you have to make some arrangements for your defense, really.
Why? I have broken law. I deserve punish.
You'll probably get a suspended sentence anyway.
That means they'll set you free as long as you promise not to do it again.
They take me away from where I have friends and send me back to where I have none. I deserve
Love, you don't have to go back to your husband. There's plenty of women's groups that'll help, or migrant organisations.
Myra, Pixie, I will not ask for help. I have broken law and have made bad hurt to someone. It is for punish I deserve, not for help. Thank you, but no help.
Yamil, I think you're taking this shame and duty thing just a little bit too far. Now, what happened was an accident. You didn't mean to hurt anyone. You were trying to get away from your husband. Now, if anyone should be punished, it's him.
My husband has not broken law.
But you said he beat you.
Yes?
In this country, love, bashing your wife is against the law. At least it's supposed to be. There is no need for you to feel guilty. So first thing tomorrow, I want you to ask to see someone from legal aid, all right?
Yamil?
You say I have not broken your law. But I have broken my law. Shame my family. For their sake, I must be punished. Best if court send me back. Then my husband or his family will kill me. Then no more shame. This is best.
Just about lock-up time. I'll do it if you like, save you getting up.
Don't do me any favours. It'll be the day when Len Murphy needs a woman to do his job for him.
It's lovely knowing I've got a sister as nice as you. Is that too heavy?
No, that sounds fine to me.
Who's your letter from?
Oh, it's from Mrs. Taylor, you know, the woman at the deaf school.
Oh, yeah, the people you did the marathon for.
Yeah, she's just telling me about that new machine they got the kids.
Oh, that's nice.
Except that the kids are a bit shy about being hooked up onto it for tests. Have a look at that, will you?
Judy, I love you from Debbie. Oh.
That's that little kid I was telling you about. Cute, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Reminds me, want to do some drawings of you before lights out.
Oh, God, what another drawing?
Oh, yeah, well, I have to do a whole series of angles before I actually start the portrait, you know.
Yeah, well, what about your letter?
No, it's no good. Whatever I say, it comes out wrong. Might as well try and ring her tomorrow. Just sit down a sec, will you, Jude?
How's this?
Yep, great.
Oh, listen, I got a better idea. Why don't you just do a portrait of yourself, you know, and send that off to your mother?
Oh, you're joking, aren't you? Don't want to scare her off before I meet her.
What do you mean, scare her off?
Ugly face like mine scare anyone.
Come on, what are you talking about?
Will you keep still,
Yeah, well, I
Jude?
wish I was as ugly as you are. You got some really weird ideas, you know.
Yeah, well, maybe you're right. Anyway, find out soon enough, won't I?
Bedtime, ladies. Good night.
What he's so cheerful about, he must be up to something.
Yeah, it must be.
His colour's improved, don't you reckon?
I don't know about that, but he looks a bit better anyway.
Yeah, he stopped twitching too. I reckon he's going to be all right. What are you doing?
I'm fanning him.
Oh, yeah, you're giving double pneumonia.
Well, sorry.
Well, all ship-shapen here, eh, Sparky?
Yep, Mr. Murphy.
Good night.
What are you doing?
Sleeping with me. I don't want him to catch cold.
Jeez, and you better not roll around like you normally do. Getting sprayed's bad enough without getting squashed all in the same night.
Excuse me, how is he expected to recuperate with you talking like that?
Bet you thought I wasn't coming.
No, look, forget it. It's not on.
Nervous, are you? No one's going to catch us. The others are all nailed up for the night. Ferguson's in the staff room with a crossword. We get the place to ourselves.
Get off me!
Come back. got you.
Anyone know what's going on?
It sounds like Mr. Murphy and Miss Ferguson.
You bastard! Want to break your arm, Ferguson? Is that what you want? I can do it, real easy.
All right.
You get one thing straight and get it real straight. You tell anything to anybody and I'll kill you. I don't mean just tear your face open or break your arm, but I'll kill you. You understand?
Shut up.
Oh, where are the fellas this morning? Hey, they wouldn't have heard about the fight yet, would they?
No, love, they're in second sitting.
What, all of them?
Oh, crack on, I'll wash my teeth and everything. What a waste.
Oh, Marlene, you should always clean your teeth.
I do. But after breakfast, that way they don't get dirty.
How's Ozzy? Better. Still not 100% right.
Well, I'm not bloody surprised you get checking on him every bloody 5 minutes. He hasn't had any sleep.
Hey, listen, has anyone heard what happened to Rip?
No. Who do you reckon will take over the rackets now she's gone?
Well, who do you think? Have a look at Kelly. She looks as though she's making business transactions already.
No, that was our friend Mr. Murphy. I just got out of what the fight was about last night.
Yes? Wow.
It appeared he made another visit, and the freak nearly sprung them. So the freak and Mr. Murphy are not very friendly at the moment.
Hey, with a bit of luck, they might kill each other and solve all our problems.
Right.
Can you wait a minute?
Sure.
I just need to sit here for a couple of seconds before I go in.
It doesn't have to be today, you know.
I know that, Chris. Really, I'll be all right. I just need a minute.
You know, it's a funny thing about night shift. Gives you time to think about all the different sorts of accidents that can happen in a prison. Makes you realise how careful you got to be.
Accidents can happen to anyone.
What?
You heard. Oh, I've just had a call from the hospital. Mrs. Reynolds is fine, but the doctor says she's going to have to rest for 4 or 5 days.
Oh, that is good news. I must admit I was very worried about her.
Yes, I've also been speaking to the department.
Oh, what about?
Well, several things, actually. Firstly, they've pushed through the transfer papers on Keane, and she's being moved to Blackmore today. Secondly, I've said I'm not prepared to take on the acting governorship again. Mr. Colby is coming over to speak to the staff about it. He'll be here about lunchtime. I wondered if you'd both mind staying on till then.
Certainly not.
Yeah, no worries.
Good. Thank you. Here we are.
I didn't expect it to be so
Crowded?
busy.
Come on.
Hello?
Hello. I'm Mrs. Morris. I phoned this morning.
Right, you're wanting to see Doctor about a termination, aren't you?
Termination? Or perhaps I should come back when you're not so busy.
No such day, I'm afraid. Look, Mrs. Morris, you look worried. Why don't you take a seat?
Of course I'm worried.
There's no need to be. You'd be surprised how many couples are in the same position as yourselves.
I'm sorry.
Meg. Meg, hold on.
I'm sorry, Chris, I can't.
It's all right. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
I just didn't expect it to be like that.
Come and sit down.
I don't want to sit down, I just want to get away from this place.
Have you changed your mind about the abortion?
Termination? I mean, didn't you hear? They prefer to call them terminations.
Have you changed your mind?
Yes.
Can you tell me why?
I'm not sure I can.
Don't you think it'd be better if you held off until you had a clearer understanding of your reasons?
Stop sounding so much like a damn psychologist. I know why, I'm just not sure I can tell you.
Well, I'd like you to try.
It's the whole atmosphere of the place. It's just like some sort of awful assembly line.
Well, if it'd make you feel any better, you can have it done privately.
You haven't understood a word I've said, have you?
Well, it looks perfectly all right to me. Are you sure you haven't been having us on?
No, honestly, you should have seen him last night. He was at death's door, wasn't he, Paul?
Yep. Well, as long as he's in shape for the race tonight.
He will be. I'm not letting this little guy out of my sight.
Come on, you lot. There's work to be done.
Oh, we're just saying hello to Ozzy.
Yeah.
Bugger, that dryer's cut out.
Yeah, it's been cutting in and out all day long.
Oh, it's just this hinge that's...
Stay in there and you behave yourself.
All I need is a screwdriver.
What's your clever?
Oh, see, bugger, all I need is a screwdriver.
What's going on?
That a slave driver.
Something to say, Warren?
No, Miss Ferguson.
The door's loose again, but Bobby thinks you can fix it. Can you?
Yep, easy as anything. Can I go to the workshop and get a screwdriver?
You loose in the workshop, don't make me laugh. Greenway can go, and don't take all day. Righto, you lot, don't stand around. Get on with it. Come on, Mason. You're on skip duty. Move it. Quick.
Miss Ferguson.
Pixie.
Yeah?
Something wrong with you?
No, Miss Ferguson.
Right, Warren, you've got two choices. Work or go on a charge.
I am, of course, disappointed that Mrs. Barry feels unable to take over again as acting governor. And I would like to thank her for her efforts on a previous occasion. I would also like to thank her for agreeing to take over as deputy governor until Mrs. Morris returns to duty. Well now, as regards my choice of acting governor, as you're all aware, this position calls for a senior officer of considerable ability and experience. I think you will agree that the person of my choice has these qualities in full measure. And therefore I have no doubt that you will give full support over the coming days to your new acting governor, Mr. Len Murphy.
Congratulations, Len.
Give it a go now, Sam.
You mean play it again, Sam?
Hey, come on, Bobby.
Well, you know, maybe Murphy's right. Maybe you should get a job doing one of those things.
Oh, well, you know, there's nothing to it. If you got the touch, you got the touch.
Don't compliment her too much, she'll get a swelled head. The next thing we know, she goes on strike. Oh, Marlene, take it easy. Ozzy's in his box, he'll be okay.
How about air? Have you ever thought about air? How would you like to be stuck for half an hour underneath Luke Kelly's dirty sheets?
Oh, your mind boggles.
I'm gonna find...
Hey, come on, you saw the mood the freak was in. She'll put you on a charge as soon as look at you.
Marlene, he is only a cockroach.
He's not only a cockroach, Sam. Very close.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah, I reckon I could manage a shovel today.
Now forget it, your hands and let it start bleeding again.
Sick of standing around. I'm up to here with feeling useless.
Now, me and Bird will dig. You can clear away the weeds and do the planting.
What are we planting?
Sprouts, onions, and zucchini.
Zucchini?
Yeah, I had them too. Still, you know what Ray says? Must get your greens, pet.
Is he all right? Is he all right? Ozzy, didn't you see him in the skip? No, I didn't, but what is he doing in the skip? Help me look for him. Oh. The lid's come open. He shot through. Oh, don't panic. He's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, careful. You'll give him whiplash. Oh, for heaven's sake. darling.
Yes, indeed. I would say the prayers of some sort were in order.
Oh, we can explain, Miss Ferguson, really. You see, we could smell something burning.
Yes, go on.
And, well, see, it's the dirty air in there causes this internal congestion. Yes, that's right, but actually they call it combustion, I think, Mummy.
What are you two babbling about?
It's the pressure between the dirty sheets, you see. It builds up and it causes fire. So what we were doing, we were shaking the sheets so that there wouldn't be any fires, just in case there could have been. Like that.
Will you get those sheets back into the skip and get to the dining room?
Yes, Miss Ferguson.
Reckon they'd do it? Put a contract out on us.
What's up, darling? Scared?
Not stupid. Of course I'm scared. They tried to kill us once before, why wouldn't they try it again?
Yeah? Maybe you're right. Those blokes skin their own mothers. Still, I'm not going to carry on like a big girl just because someone doesn't like me.
You don't have to keep tapping them, they're ripe.
I know that, goose. Perfect.
Shut up. Get between me and the screws. Get stuffed. You want to wreck the garden? Count me out.
Make sure they can't see me, Matthew. There's a good boy. Tell McRae about it, and I'll use this on you. Just like that.
So did she say what was wrong with your mother? It's nothing serious, but she couldn't come to the phone. Your sister sounds really nice. I can't wait to meet them, though.
Will be quite enough of that, Mitchell. You too, Delaney.
Looks like Frank's starting to give you a few ideas.
No way. What's going on with you two in the garden this morning? You having another go at you?
No. Well, yeah. Don't worry about it. I can handle him.
I'm sorry, Mummy. It's all my fault, but honestly, it is like losing your best friend. Yeah.
G'day, Muscles.
Try not to think of it.
Get my stuff from the kitchen.
Of course I did. See you later. We got business to talk.
Move it along, Kelly.
Well, one thing's for sure, that painting of yourself will be a real icebreaker. It'll make your mum feel a lot better. Or a lot worse. I'm really not as good as you think I am, Jude.
Mrs. Barry.
Pixie, what do you think you're doing?
Your jacket's really
My jacket, Pixie, Marlene. Oh,
it's
come
okay,
on.
no, it was very, very wrinkled.
This place is a madhouse. Get on with your food, both of you.
How would you describe Wentworth, Ferguson? Where do you see the problems?
You're not interested in my opinion.
It's corruption. Unnatural habits being practiced, and I intend to stamp it out.
You better hurry. You've only got a week.
I wouldn't count on that. When the department sees results, they might have second thoughts about bringing Reynolds back.
Listen, disciplinarians don't get anywhere in this place, and they don't get the backing of the department.
Just because you didn't? I reckon they got their suspicions about you. They're not stupid.
Then it won't take them long to realise what an A-grade bastard they've given the job to.
Careful, Ferguson. It's a different ballgame now. Insubordination, abuse of language to
If
a
that's
superior
all,
officer.
I am overdue to sign off.
No, you're not. That's why I want to see you. You're going to work an extra shift.
I have already worked 4 hours overtime. I've made arrangements for this afternoon.
I only want you to work till dinner time. Remembering that at any time, an officer shall not disobey a direct order from a superior officer. Now, do you want to do as you're told, or do I make out a report to the department?
Whatever you say, Governor.
Well, Joan, cool down. If you go on duty like that, you'll make a few mistakes. And the department doesn't like people who make mistakes.
Hey, Yamil, come and give us the dance of the seven veils, eh?
No, the dances I know are very different. And never for laughing.
Come on.
It's high time you learnt.
Yeah, come on,
girls.
yeah.
Show her how it's done. Yeah.
Oh, you lot are a bit good for me.
Bobby, she's got 2 left feet. She hasn't got a clue about ribbon.
Excuse me, I heard that.
It's only asking Matthew.
Yeah, I know, you get me going with your meal and then you do the big dirty bit behind me back.
I did not.
Bloody did, I've got eyes, you know.
I was only asking him if he wanted to have...
Yeah, I heard you. Oh, Bobby hasn't got a clue.
Fight about it.
Shut up, I'm talking to your ugly friend.
Why don't you just whack off?
Why don't you back off? I've had enough.
Over here. Now cut it out. You're making fools of yourselves.
Come on, Myra, you heard what you said.
I heard exactly what she said. You're pouring over him like he was a side of beef.
Yeah, all that meat and no potatoes, eh?
I was only asking if you wanted to dance.
Oh, yeah? Is that what you were asking, Bobby?
Yeah.
Whether he wanted to dance?
Of course. No. Come on, Myra, we're only human.
Then act like it. You're behaving like a couple of randy alley cats.
There you go. Just spunk and he's nice, too.
Well, treat him nice. Look at the poor kid. He's as red as a beetroot. Oh, look, I'm sorry. I know it's hard, but take it easy, will you? The way you two are heading, you're going to end up in a lot of trouble.
What do you mean? What sort of trouble?
I mean pregnant trouble.
Very touching, Desmond. Keep playing Mother Earth long enough, you're going to wind up with your nose rubbed in it. Turn that music off, Mason, and get to work, a lot of you. You don't have to put in a report to the new governor. Mr. Murphy has very strong ideas about discipline.
Murphy, you gotta be kidding.
Mr. Murphy, Bryant. And I understand he intends to crack down on, and I quote, your unnatural habits, which just about cuts out everything you lot call fun. Now move it.
Come in.
Oh, Kelly's outside. Will I bring her in?
Thanks, Joyce.
Come on.
Right, Kelly. I don't think there's any need to beat around the bush. You were Keen's offsider in the attack on Desmond. Or do you want to argue the point?
No, Mr. Murphy.
Very wise. Right, a month's extra cleaning duties. Should make you too tired to go around bashing other people. You can start straight away. Where was she working, Mrs. Barry?
Kitchen.
Better see that Proctor gets a replacement. Don't want him throwing a tiz, do we? I'll direct Kelly to the mops and buckets.
Very well, Mr. Murphy.
Well, aren't you going to congratulate me?
Yeah. Top job, eh?
Sorry about the cleaning duties. I couldn't let you off. Too many witnesses.
Sure. Hey, look, about the other night. I wasn't feeling too good. But there'll be other nights. Especially now you're the boss.
No hard feelings. I'm too old a cat to be done by a kitten. How much did Ferguson pay you to set me up? Or were you doing her the same favours you were doing for me? There's more to come, Kelly. Much more. You know, I'm an average sort of a bloke, but I got one weakness. I never forget a bad turn. It sort of eats right into me. You know what I mean?
Well, if Murphy really is taking over, then that's the end of me single mum, isn't it?
Now, you don't know that. What I'm really worried about is poor old Mrs. Reynolds.
Yeah, I can't believe she's been sacked.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about this place, don't you? It's full of backstabbers, double-crossers and crooks. And that's just the staff.
Oh, look, it's nothing to laugh about. Having Mr. Murphy run things, well, it'll be even worse than having Miss Ferguson run things.
She's right, Myra. Murphy has to go.
I am? What are you going to do about it? Take him on single-handed?
You heard what Miss Ferguson said he was going to do.
I heard what he's done. He's killed prisoners that he didn't like. Now, if we make a move against Murphy, we've got one chance only. If we blow it... Take over, will you, Jude? I'm going to Lou. A lot of thinking to do.
Maybe she's right.
Yeah, maybe she's chicken. Anyway, I've got ideas of my own.
Have you now? You better clear those ideas with me. And that goes for all of you. When are you going to get it through your thick skulls that Murphy plays for keeps? You want to play the Lone Ranger? There's a very good chance that we'll find you with your neck broken. Looking for something?
Something I lent Reb, that's all.
All her stuff's in the box.
It isn't there. She must have taken it with her.
Tell me what it is. I'll help you look for it.
Just a bit of soap, that's all. Forget it.
You're going to use that or just lean on it?
Why don't you get yourself a uniform, McRae? You're starting to sound like one of them.
Look, if they think we're bludging out here, we'll be back in isolation counting the stains on the wall.
What's wrong with that? At least they wouldn't be able to pick us off like sitting ducks.
Shut up, Frank.
I knew that'd get him going.
That's about your sense of humour, Burke. It stinks.
This whole place stinks. So what?
What's the matter? Girls been knocking you back, have they?
They won't. That Bobby's hot. Red hot. What do you reckon, Delaney?
I wouldn't know.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You wouldn't know what to do with it.
All right, Burke.
Oh.
There goes Reb Keane. I suppose that means Desmond will be top dog again.
What's it matter? Murphy will eat him alive now he's got his bum in the chair.
Don't you be too cocky. I reckon that creep's got plans for all of us.
You reckon?
He's a bloody sadist, that's how he gets his kicks. I hope Desmond knows her business.
These tarts are only good for the kitchen or the cot.
Knock it off, Burke.
Me? I'm just here to dig the spuds, McRae.
Well, what do you think she was after? I mean, what are we looking for?
No idea, Ju, but with Keane it could have been anything. Just like that bitch to stash it right under my nose.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be dope to get Kelly interested.
Don't want her hands on it. She's already after a slice of Reb's action.
Hey! Jackpot!
It has to be it.
Yeah, but what does it open?
Wouldn't it be heaven if it was a master key?
Oh, my God.
Bingo.
Oh, we've got it made, mate.
Now, we'll try the security gates later. Yeah. Don't tell any of the others. I'll keep it until I can find a safe place to hide it. She might have been a bitch, but Keane has given us the key to the whole joint.
Yes, well, what do we do? I mean, who starts the whole thing off?
Whoever you like. Oh, well, supposing I wanted to start it, what would I do?
Well, whatever you like, that's the whole point. Just do the first thing that comes into your head.
Hey, you know what? I heard about this guy in the States, and he got this monkey, and he put all paint on its paws and everything, got it to run over this painting, and he sold it for $1 million.
Hey, we ought to see if we can get the freak to do it for us.
The freaks!
Right, cut the noise, thank you, ladies. Jane, you're to come with me.
Oh, yes. What do you suppose that's all about?
Well, they probably found out who she is, or who that bastard husband of hers is.
I'm glad he wasn't one of mine. He sounds awful.
Well, honey, it's a whole different ball game in that part of the country. They're a tough lot over there.
Yeah, tough isn't the word. Yeah, there's some parts of the Middle East they cut off your hand if they catch you stealing.
Struth, the rapist would be in strife, wouldn't he?
Watch it.
Matt.
Sorry.
He got a bit of a shock at the words.
Hey, sir. Excuse me, Matt. Oh, look, I'm sorry about that. I think she just meant it as a joke.
Oh, I knew that.
I'm sorry about this morning, too. I think we came on a bit strong.
Don't worry me.
I suppose you're used to that kind of thing.
No way. I mean, I like girls and that. It's just that I haven't had time. Been too busy, I guess.
No. You can be honest with me. Is there anyone around here that, that you like?
No one special. I just want to be friends. Someone to talk to.
Oh, that suits me too. Mates.
Yeah.
Mates? Yeah. See you around then. Mates.
No need to be afraid, girlie. I'm not going to hurt you. Now, why won't you tell us your name? All right, suit yourself. Have you any complaints against any of the other women in here? Mrs. Barry, I thought you said that...
Well, only unofficial rumours. Kelly's name's been mentioned.
Has Kelly been giving you a hard time?
Please. I have not been bad.
Well, you wouldn't have ended up in here if you weren't, would you? It's my duty to inform you that the charge against you has been changed to manslaughter.
Please, I do not understand word.
The motor car accident you had. The other driver died in hospital this morning. The charge is called manslaughter. Any questions?
Where the bloody hell have you been? I've been waiting to get my stuff.
I haven't got it. That bastard Murphy took me off kitchen duty.
Oh, you stupid bitch. You said you had it. How do I get for yeast and sugar now?
You get it? Not if you talk to me like that. Nobody bloody talks to me like that.
All right, take it easy. You know how I feel about you. What's the deal?
Alice will get it out. It'll be in the rubbish.
Right. Or we'll make a packet out of this.
Oh, grog's only the start of it. The real money's in dope horses and the numbers.
You're a smart kid, Lou. I think we'll make a great team.
Well, you do all the thinking you like. But just remember, I run things.
Sure. Whatever you say.
This is business. Save your strength for later.
Bill's Frank. Did you see him leave?
How long do you reckon he's been gone?
If you check his cell, I'll look around down here.
What is it, love?
What'd they say to you, honey?
Before we put the bloody
Oh,
thumbs
shut up, Marlene.
Please! Let me have peace.
Emil, when you're in trouble, you need friends. Now, we know the system. Right now, we're probably the only ones you can trust. What'd they say to you?
I have killed a man.
When?
Motor accident. The driver has died.
That's manslaughter, Myra. That's pretty heavy.
Well, not necessarily. Depends who she's gotten caught with her. Now, you have to get help.
I do not wish anyone to help me.
But if you get stuck with this charge, you're going to be here for years.
Years would not be enough to punish me. I have taken life.
But you didn't mean to.
I have taken life. And only life can pay for life. I have the courage.
Come on, Ozzy, me little mate. How about doing us some push-ups or something to show me how strong you are? Come here. Come on.
Hey,
Ozzy.
what stuff?
What do you want?
Just visiting.
Yeah, well, you're not meant to be here.
Yeah, well, we got things to talk about. Them little love letters he sent me.
I was just mucking about, you know.
I like mucking about.
Why don't you leave me alone?
Wish I was someone else, dear. Like Delaney's.
Yeah, well, I don't want you.
Rather hold hands with the kid, would you? You don't know what you're missing, huh?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down, but the sun